What up, what up, what up? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Rob the Realist, back with another video. And today, I'm going to be talking about, last night, I watched the Comingto America 2 with Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, a host of other new stars that they had in this movie. And this movie, 1 compared to 2, I still have to go with the original 1. Now, 2, you had Eddie Murphy's son who was in Harlem, New York, which it was a whole bunch of stuff between Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall of whose son it was, but it would end up being Eddie Murphy's son. And so, also, Eddie Murphy had a few daughters that was in there. You had Wesley Snipes, which was a villain in the movie. But the movie overall, if I had to really sum it up, the storyline was not as good as the storyline that was in part 1. And Eddie Murphy's character, of course, he continued from the first one, and they kind of in the movie put some of the clips from the first Coming to America 1 up. But who they didn't have was the Samuel Jackson part, where Samuel Jackson was robbing the McDonald's, or I think that's what it was. They didn't have Samuel Jackson, but they also didn't have the one guy that James from Good Times, the father, he was trying to get his daughter, who was Eddie Murphy's wife in part 2, to marry this guy. Now, he was trying to get him to marry this guy because this guy was more wealthy, but she was more attracted to Eddie Murphy. So they had this back and forth thing going on between the two. He was not in part 2 for some reason. I guess because his role was irrelevant to the storyline in part 2. But I think the graphics in this movie was awesome. Or it might have been the TV I was watching, but I think they did a very, very good job with the computers and the animals, and musically they had some really, really great artists up there. They had this one artist from Africa, that was really, really good and appropriate for the time. Eddie Murphy's son, he got married in this Coming to America 2. Will this sequel continue? I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it will go by the ratings of Coming to America 2. Now, it's been at least around about 20 years since the first one came out. And Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy was feeling really good about this Coming to America 2. Now, some of the additions that was part of this movie, Wesley Snipes was one. Another one was, God, I can't think of the guy's name now. Can't think of his name. Basically, he was Eddie Murphy's son's stepdad, or I think it was his stepdad. And it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't. Tracy Morgan, that's who it was, Tracy Morgan. He was also an added person in this new movie. But overall, it was a good movie, but it just wasn't, it didn't, as for 1 versus 2, 1 was better, and this is my opinion. 1 was better than 2. But 2 was still good overall. It kept you on the edge. It was more action-packed, more action that was going on in this movie. It's definitely worth watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment down below. Peace.